Welcome to Conversations With. This is our new challenge series for the James Smith Academy, and we welcome you a whole load of new guests. We are now global, so we are recording from Australia, New Zealand, Houston, Texas, and we've got some other guests that will come from New York, and then the rest of us are based all over the UK, Northern Ireland, Wales, England. We haven't got anybody from Scotland. Chris is on holiday, but there's a whole lot of guests, and we'll all come on as and when we can. But tonight is the first episode, so we're going to only really kind of quickly give ourselves an introduction to who we are, why we're doing the challenge, how long we've been part of the James Smith Academy. We might let you know what our names. You never know, and people will tell you where they're from. So we're doing this a little bit different. We're going to publish live to Facebook while we are recording, but then you'll be able to pick up the recordings across the usual platforms: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Google. We are everywhere. So we're going to start really quickly with. We're going to go back to season 1 and our very first guest, Secret Veggie, or Jo. And she's going to start off by just giving herself a quick introduction.
Thanks, Alistair. So I'm Veggie, or Jo. Back for this challenge, even though I said I was never, ever going to do another challenge. Had no intention of doing another challenge until everything went crazy last month. Just keeping it really simple this time, and my goal is just to be kind to my body for 84 days and not challenge myself. So I'm doing the opposite of a challenge, which is actually a challenge. And yeah, that's me.
Well, Jo, we're glad that you're out of hospital.
Thanks.
And hopefully you're on a fast road to recovery. Because we want you back. I'm really pleased that you've chosen to come back. And the next person that we're going to speak to is from episode number 2 of the first season. The man, the myth, the legend. It's David, and I still can't say his surname, but we'll just call you Pav or Pavla. No.
Pavla, yeah. Hi, Dave, as my mum calls me, but everyone seems to have abbreviated my surname down and call me Pav. I've been with JSA now since October 2018, on and off, as a paying member, as they say. This will be my, trying to think now, I think it's my 5th challenge. Again, very similar to Jo. I always said I would never do another one, and I said that after my 2nd one. So yeah, I thought it was quite a good idea. I think obviously he's mixed it up. James has mixed it up this time. I quite like the idea of the weekly prizes where he's giving out recognition to 12 people, and then you've got the big prize at the end, and kind of it was a bit of a fish hook for me. It's like, yeah, I'll get involved. It's always good to kind of have that bit of focus on the run up to Christmas, I feel. I'm kind of ending my challenge on Christmas Eve, so I can enjoy Christmas. So yeah, that's the reason I'm doing it.
Thank you, Pavel. I am so pleased that you are back as well. I'm loving the fact that we've got some of our previous guests on, and I know that you'll give it your best shot, and you'll definitely, one thing about all these podcasts is it will help with everybody's accountability. And I know that you've kept me accountable previously. So let's have a good challenge, and
definitely
you can have some winners as well from the podcast. We're going to move on now to Nikki. And apologies, Nikki. We did put a list out of who's next, and I just skipped over it. But it's probably
worth 2 minutes in, Alistair, you're going rogue, man. What's going on?
I know. He's fucked it up 2 minutes then. That's fine.
So yeah, over to you, Nikki.
Okay. Hi, I'm Nikki, or Running for Donuts on Instagram. I have clawed my way back from the previous season that Alistair did. I've bribed him to let me back on this one because I enjoyed it that much. Fuck, what else I wanted to say? Challenges. So this is my third challenge. I did the first two back to back. I joined JSA in about July 2018, I think it was, and wasn't really paying attention until this year. I think it was the challenge that Joe won that I started sort of paying attention and started really involving myself a bit. So yeah, this is third challenge back to back. I'm excited to do it. The first one was a weight loss. The second one was a centimetre loss, and this one's a strength goal. It's plank whole time. Yeah, that's me.
So,
I don't know what else I need to say there. So
what is your strength goal?
It's a plank whole time. So I want to increase my plank whole time by 2 minutes.
It's about 10 seconds a week. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
10 seconds. It is 10 seconds. Quick maths.
Works out well. Yeah.
So the next one. Let me keep an eye on my list here. Is me? I think. No, Paddy. You next.
Sorry, Joe, bloody list.
I can't even read. This is all new to me, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, we have this
The reading zone
live on Facebook. So let's just put the nerves in. And we've got Chris Togo watching live. So it's good that he was able to get an internet connection enough to be able to watch Facebook live, but not join us. So disgusting behaviour. But yeah, Paddy is welcome back. You another winner.
Yeah, how are we? Yeah, I joined JSA February or March, and this is my third challenge since, so it'll be my third consecutive. Won my first challenge, failed my second challenge, so hoping just to fall somewhere in between this time. But first one was centimeters off my waist. Second one was pull-ups, and this time I'm going for increasing my powerlifting 3-lift combo by, I think I've changed it to 40 kgs. It was going to be 50, but I think it was a bit too much to aim for, so 40 is a bit better. Yeah.
And you were a powerlifter in your
yeah, I started junior powerlifting in like 2015 and then stopped at the end of 2016 and just ate heaps like I was still lifting. But yeah, my numbers are quite low compared, but we'll get there. It's always fun.
Sounds like a good challenge goal to me, and yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's over to me. If anybody doesn't know who I am, you've obviously not been listening. I am the voice, the man that sort of brought it to you all, and it's been exciting. It's been really exciting. This week's been massive. So you will be able to hear from James next week, but that's not what we're here for tonight. So challenges. This is my 9th challenge, I think. It's the only way I've ever done JSA, and I wasn't going to do it. You might have heard in the last season that, no, that is it, I'm not doing it. But you can't really do a challenge podcast without doing the challenge. So I also realised I'm motivated by a challenge. It's what's getting me going. Now, I've maintained weight for the last 12 months, despite trying to lose weight. So my goal was going to be weight, but I also realised that maybe that's not worked previously. And after discussion with a few people, I am going to do total centimetres lost. So I've ordered myself a tape measure today with the ones that you can pull on and it automatically adjusts. So I'm going to measure seven points. And then kind of as a sub goal, I'm going to measure my fitness by doing the same WOD every Sunday. I'm going to fitness test myself and see how that's going. So yeah, it's that's kind of been inspired by some of the previous challenges. I think Boz did that for the one he won. Paul's copied it. Stuart's copied it. So yeah, that's what I'm going for, and I'm but I've got to get my tracking and my CFD under control. There's a reason why I've maintained, and it's because I've been eating at maintenance. It's quite simple. I think it's a simple formula, isn't it? There's, James shouts CFD all the time. That's what I've got to get right. So yeah, I need to get my calories in order. And that's all worked for me previously. When I lost 42 kilograms, it's because I was in CFD. So I'm back on it. And yeah, you guys are all to keep me accountable. And if I'm not doing it, you can put me off the podcast.
Alistair, when me and you did that month challenge, you did really well. So maybe you need that that kind of extra person to be accountable.
Yeah, I think it's I think what I need is that what worked in that we did that mini challenge where we worked on a total calories over 4 weeks.
Yeah,
and that's what I've got is kind of my main focus is I'm going to look at 21,000 calories a week, and every week when I lose weight I'm going to readjust them and just focus on a weekly calories, because when I lost weight that's what worked for me previously as well was focusing on a weekly calories and giving myself a payday every week. So if I give myself a payday on Friday, then if I go and blow it all on the weekend, then so be it. I'll be on tins of beans for the rest of the week. But yeah, so that is me, and I'm back and I'm ready to go forward and do it. But also I have this thing in my head of I can't really be the face of a challenge podcast without actually doing all the things, especially for in the James Smith Academy. If I'm not doing CFD and I'm not working my ass off, then I might get called an imposter. So I don't want any of that. So yeah, that is me. Now we're going to move on to some of the first timers, and let's start with Alyssa from Houston. You came across really confident, Alyssa, so that is why I chose you next.
That's totally fine. Alyssa from Houston, Texas. I started JSA as a member back in June of 2019. But I started following James probably in May of 2019. I found him via a baker in New Zealand that I follow, oddly enough. But this is going to be my third official challenge. My first one was the Bali Challenge Retreat that started, I guess, August last year. And then I just finished the JSNA, and then now this one. I'm kind of excited because last year this time I was at the beginnings of my journey and just, seeing everybody who had made all this progress thinking, will that ever be me? And now with this challenge, I will hopefully be within 10 pounds of my goal weight by the end of it. So my challenge goals have always been weight related because I just need to lose weight. And no matter how hard I try, no matter how many miles I run, and no matter how little I eat, the best I can ever do is average a pound loss a week. So my goal is to lose 12 pounds in the 12 weeks. My sub goals, I'm supposed to be marathon training right now. Unfortunately, I have a little bit of a back twinge, so that is shelved for the moment. So my sub goals are water and just to drink enough. And I'm going to try to do push-ups, or I'm going to try to do one push-up by the end of the challenge. So I think that's it. And I think my exercise right now is physical therapy other than that. So super exciting. But yeah, that's me.
So you should, if you're meant to be doing marathon training, you should link in with Stuart from the last challenge, Stuart Kerr. So he's doing marathon training at the moment as well.
Well, I'm supposed to be running Chicago next week for my first marathon, but clearly that's not happening. No, because everything over here is canceled. But I just ran my first half marathon back in January. So, but yeah, I'm missing running at the moment, but we'll see.
Well, there's a few runners in here. yeah, not namely with
My
your-
marathon medal in the background.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. So I was thinking of Nikki and Joe. I don't know if anybody else runs. I run, or I try to run.
Yeah, mine's very much attempted running, but yeah, it's not quite marathon ready.
Running very slowly.
Mine's normally from the police.
Went for the ice cream van.
Oh, even better.
Good, yeah. And, thank you, Alyssa, and yeah, good luck. And 500 calorie deficit a day for £1 a week.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. The science.
But that's been it. Aside from, I gained 11 pounds from March to May. Thank you, pandemic. But aside from that, no, it's £1 a week is about what I do. So, well, if I'm really on top of it. So we'll see. The holidays are going to be interesting.
And you've got Thanksgiving and Halloween, as you told us earlier.
Well, Halloween's canceled.
So, yeah, thank you and good luck. So now we will speak to Elena. Is it Elena or yeah, it is Elena. Yeah, don't know why I thought that was different.
Elena.
It is different.
Where in Wales are you, Elena?
Currently in the middle of nowhere.
Which is where?
I'm in the hills every time I see you.
I am just outside a little town called Machynlleth, which is literally in the middle. But I'm usually in Cardiff, but since lockdown, I've been at my parents' farm, just because it's better than being stuck in a city.
Yeah, definitely, especially a lockdown city.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't even go back to Cardiff at the moment. Yeah, so I'm Elena. I've been in the JSA since January 19. This is technically the 7th challenge that I've entered. I've completed 4, dropped out of 2. I've somehow managed to get my act together in lockdown and lost about 13 kilos since the beginning of Bintang's challenge. This time I'm just doing it just because I'm on a roll. I just want to carry on. So I'm doing a strength goal this time. So I'm going to hang off a bar, hopefully for 3 minutes, if I can. Thanks to Joe, who's helped me, because I want to be a bit stronger upper body. I want to be able to do a pull-up, which I can't do at all at the moment. So I'm just going to hang there for 3 minutes.
So, well, you've got Nikki to help you, and you've got Joe with the pull-ups, and Paddy. So there's 3 people. I don't know if anybody else has done pull-ups at some point, but there's
Hold
3
on.
people that will help you.
Don't claim I can yet. I'm getting there.
I'm not thinking I'm going to be able to do a pull-up by the end of this challenge, but it's just something I want to aim for maybe next year.
So I think it's something that you do see, from hearing from Nikki and watching Joe previously. I think it is something that you do see, like, lots of small progress towards. You go from 2 bands to 1 band to being able to hold. So yeah.
Today. Oh, sorry.
Now crack on, Nikki.
I can lift with the band, with 1 band now. I can lift myself up, pull myself up by about 1 inch, and that's a massive fucking improvement from 12 weeks ago, where I had to really jump and then fall down. So it gets there eventually. Every inch counts.
And we've all watched Joe doing hers from her living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's my inspo.
I felt really sad today. I tried to do one and I could manage about half. It's all gone, so it's going to take a bit of time to get back there.
It'll come back eventually.
I'm massively sulking about this at the moment.
Obviously, yeah.
You've never struck me as a sulker, Joe. Fantastic. Well, yeah, good luck, Elena. I might get it right at some point.
No, that was good.
I don't know why that's so difficult. So yeah, now we'll speak to Judith.
Everybody, I'm Judith, or Jude, and I live in Northern Ireland. So I've been on sort of this JSA journey for about a year and a half, and then once lockdown started, I just went, you know what, I'm not going to sit and pig out. Went and bought TRX, got my weights, and just sort of got my shit together and decided, right, that's it, I'm going to do a challenge. The challenge for me was more about finishing it. I didn't care about whether I won a prize, anything like that. I just thought 12 weeks is a really long time mentally. So if I get to the end of it, I'll be happy. And I did. And I smashed my goal by week 8. I fell in love with going out walking at 6 o'clock in the morning and walking 10 miles. But I'm really lucky because we're at a coastal path and I can just go there, stick the podcast on and just walk. And it was great because all the kids are still in bed because they're teenagers. And I just thought, right, I'm just going to continue. And even since the start of the challenge, so much has changed for me. I've changed in 12 weeks. It's a bit mad. And I thought, right, go for it. Even though I'm going to have 2 teenagers' birthdays in December, my birthday, Christmas, thought I'm going to just be a martyr and go right through and start the proper date. So see how it goes.
I did a lot more walking in lockdown, and the thing that I'm kind of annoyed about at the moment is the change in weather, but also the darkness. I was early walking as well.
I changed jobs I now work in a school in Belfast, which is really sports orientated, and we've a running track. So I just go and walk around the running track. I don't run it, just walk it, and 10 laps is about 4 miles. I could walk around because we have 100 acres. They're a real big rugby school. There's rugby pitches everywhere. So I've really landed at a really good school to keep my activity levels up. They have a gym, which I haven't even visited yet. And I'm at the hockey pitch twice a week. So it's getting my steps up. It's keeping my fitness up. And I've just landed right on my feet for it. It's great.
Brilliant. Sounds like you are on it.
We'll see how December goes.
And for anybody who's listening, I've got to remember people are actually listening right now. So that you mentioned the comment about 12 weeks being a really long time.
Yeah.
I would say that one thing that came out of speaking to everybody last time is everybody's first goal with a challenge should be to finish the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we discussed it last time, and it's something I didn't get round to asking James, but I've asked some of the admins what the percentages of the people that start that don't finish, and I think it's something like 50% of people that start don't finish. So you commit yourself to a challenge and pay for it, stick in it, and there's going to be good weeks and bad weeks within it. So one bad week is not going to kill your challenge.
What you tend to see in the Facebook group is around weeks 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. People tend to kind of, it'll make or break people at week 3 or 4, and it may sound silly because that is really early in the challenge. But you do see a lot of people. You see a lot of Instagram posts saying, "Oh, this is I'm really struggling." And as long as you can make it past those, well, personal experience with you, as long as you can make it past that week 3 or 4.
And the other thing that came out of it was pictures. People not liking to take the pictures. So I think I've made a comment to people previously is if you read the challenge rules, it's you only need to post 12 pictures. You don't need to post a picture every week. But speaking to James, he made it quite clear that he's going to be looking at the Facebook group. He's going to be looking at you posting, not just on your Instagrams, people posting into the Facebook group. And he's going to be looking at
the weekly ones,
on the app. And he's going to be looking at activities. So make sure that, and I think that keeps people really accountable. Is actually being really present in the Facebook group. And I know that I've not done it a lot of the time as well. That you do all your activity out on Instagram, and you forget about being in the Facebook group. So, but just make sure you take the 12 pictures at some point. If it's 10 days in between them, that's fine. But the other point, so Pav made a good point.
I just took a start photograph.
Sorry?
I just took of myself. I took a photograph at the start and at the end because I have real issues with weighing myself and all the rest, like just headspace, everything goes. So I just wanted to see how I would change physically.
Mhm.
I did calorie deficit 90% of the time, my water on and off. And I just went right, and I saw such a change in my physique, and that for me was enough. I don't care what I weigh anymore. Just thought, right, stuff up. Like the scales are sitting upstairs and they don't even work. I'm convinced I'm going to stick my kettlebell through them just for the sheer hell of it, because I'm never going to go on them again. So I just took 2 pictures of me. All the rest were my steps, and that for me was enough.
The other weeks that people drop out is weeks 9 and 10. Apparently.
Yeah.
You're so close to the end, and people are dropping out at that point. So, yeah, my advice is just make your priority with the challenge is just get through it. And if you get through it, you'll likely see some results coming off of it as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
So now we're going to try to speak to Emily, but she's got some guests with her as well. It's all good. Everyone's welcome.
Hi. Okay, so I'm Emily. Born on the east coast of the States, raised on the west coast of the States, lived in the southwest of the States, and now currently live in Australia, about an hour north of Brisbane. So there's your geography lesson in a brief nutshell.
I got it, Mommy.
Yes, I know you got the Pokemon. I have my 4-year-old next to me. Sorry. So I was looking back to see how long I've actually been a member of the JSA, and it's been since September 2018, on and off. I did it for about a year and then had a break and tried some other programs. And I've completed the last challenge. It's my first time ever doing a challenge. Yes, I see the Pokemon. First time doing a challenge. Thank you. He's so fun. And I really liked it. I did strength-based school, so I did pull-ups. For those that are doing pull-ups, my goal was pull-ups, and I did 3 of them, and I went from 0 to 3. So utilize the coaches because you pay for them. And I asked for 1 day of training that was specific to training for them, and I saw no progress for like the first 6 or 7 weeks, and then boom, I was able to do them. I can't do them from a dead hang, but I also can't find any bars that are tall enough for me to do them from a dead hang because I'm 176 centimeters. So I'm quite tall and nowhere has bars tall enough for me. But why I chose to do this challenge, I have a photo shoot that I won for myself at the end of November. And I just, yes, I see. And I wanted to feel my best and feel confident in myself for it. I mean, it's not for anybody else. It's going to be a private photo shoot for me. But I just, I wanted to give myself that extra little push to be accountable and make sure I didn't blow out before it. My goal for this challenge is strength-based because I'm big into weights. I've done the powerlifting weights before and it's been a long time. So I went with a hip thrust and I'm going for 150 kilos for a 1 rep max. I think it's achievable. I'm not sure. I'm really hoping so. I didn't think 3 pull-ups was achievable and I did it. So see how we go. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell, I guess.
Brilliant. And I love the fact that you've got a photo shoot, but primarily you said it's for yourself. I know that me and Joe have had lots of chats about doing things for yourself and not for anybody else. And somebody else has got their own challenge goal of Pokemon by the sound of it.
Oh, he's so fun.
Emily, I've done a hip thrust one before. I've done a hip thrust one. and it's a good one to do.
Well, I need to, I want to work on body recomp and grow some glutes to just put it really nicely. So I figured hip thrust was a really good way to go. Plus it helps, strengthening those muscles helps and translates into doing deadlifts and squats. So I figured, why not?
Brilliant.
The coaches are really good to help you with those.
Yeah, I think it's a massively underused service on the JSA. Yeah, James is talking about how it costs them lots of money to pay them because he pays them for each and every single time they do work. So let's cost James some money and start overusing Coach Chat. So yeah, brilliant. And last but not least is we've got Charlotte.
Hello. Yeah. Hi. I'm Charlotte, live in Cornwall in the UK. This will be my second challenge. I've just done the last one. And with it being my first challenge, I wasn't overly sure what I was doing with some of it. But I mean, I've been a member, I joined in June. So just kind of in sort of like lockdown kind of times. But yeah, I mean, with the first challenge, I was just kind of finding my feet. And it wasn't until sort of like the last couple of weeks of the challenge, I guess, that everything started to kind of click into place for me. I've never really used weights before. Now I love them. And yeah, I just kind of, I joined, I mean, I've done sort of like, I've done like the old Weight Watchers and everything else, and nothing really seemed to work. But something just kind of seemed different with the James Smith kind of way of doing things. And yeah, I love it. So my goals last time was a weight one, which was an epic fail for me. So this time I've gone for a running one, and I want to run 5K in under 30 minutes. And I want to be able to do like at least 4 workouts a week as well. So I'm going to be running twice a week, and doing the JSA workouts 4 times a week as well. So yeah, I'm just hoping that I can do it enough without too much of the glorious UK weather hindering, really. But yeah, that's me.
Winter running is
I know, it's going to be great fun. Chose the best time of year to do it, really, didn't I?
No.
The best time of year.
I really enjoy running in the winter. It's, the cold air is much easier to run in than summer.
Yeah,
see, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. As if it rains when I'm out, it's fine. But if it's raining when I have to go out, I really just don't want to. Really,
I love running in the rain. I get too hot otherwise. I love it.
Me too. It's so hot here. I wait for it to get cold, and rain is a blessing.
So yeah, different challenges. But we're in the mindset of the UK, and it's all going to get cold. And there's other parts of the world, like Emily and Paddy. It's going to get very warm, isn't it? So it's completely different challenges. It's going
to be miserable.
We can swap if you like.
I would rather swap.
No problem. You are welcome to this. It's rained for the last 12 hours here, non-stop. So good luck.
Yeah, still going.
I think I realised that everyone was talked about the challenge goal. I didn't mention mine when I gave my run through. I'm doing 12,000 burpees.
Sadistic fuck. You fucking maniac.
Pav, they don't sound challenging enough. I think you need to change them to bastards. Have you ever heard of bastards, Pav?
No. Are they like
Burpee tuck jump?
Yeah, burpee into knee taps.
Yeah.
Oh. Or you could add a weight.
Yeah, like a double press.
Yeah. So Joe made me do devil presses at some point. in one of our challenges that we did over Zoom.
Yeah. It works out like 142 a day for 84 days.
Oh.
Okay.
How are you splitting them up?
So I'm doing 150 a day. So then hopefully towards the end that might give me a bit of a kind of a rest day sometime.
Are you not worried you're going to get an injury from doing burpees every day?
So what I'm going to do, I'm not kind of like going to bash it out as fast as I can. I'm just kind of, I'm going to do them just at a steady pace. So I started today. I did them just under 24 minutes. So it's just to kind of, so what I've been doing, I'm doing them in like sets of 10. So sets of 10, and then I'll have like between 15 and 20 seconds rest, and then go again and just continue. But I have said to myself, I've said there may be some days where through fatigue and stuff like that, I won't be able to just do 150 straight away. So I'm going to break them up into like, I've said to myself, I'll do a minimum of 50. So if I'm going to do a set, I'll do a minimum of 50. So that might be like 50 3 times a day, or I might do a set of 50 before work, or come home after work and then do 100. But I will do 150 a day.
Good luck.
That's good.
Yeah, madness.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You're
I
welcome.
think it's good that we've all. What was that?
You're welcome to it.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love burpees. I'm a sicko.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Favourite things.
You'll know yourself from CrossFit. Like it's a complete full body workout, and that's why I wanted to do it. It was very similar to what I did before the D balls. I thought, what can I do? What I haven't got necessarily the equipment at home to do. I just thought burpees, and I hate burpees as well. I absolutely despise them, and I thought, you know what? What better way to get over them by doing 150 a day for 84 days?
Or to hate them out even more and never want to do them again.
That's it. I think by the end I'll be like, yeah, I love burpees now.
So, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be watching these burpees, and if they're not chest to floor,
I've done them a day. I've done my first set a day.
I'll check your form then. And, did anybody else miss off giving a challenge updates? I don't think so.
Oh, I didn't say what mine is. I actually changed it this morning. I did have 48 workouts. And then I went, that's a bit much because I've only done 2 gym sessions this week. So it's worried me a bit. And I thought, right, no, I'll bring it down to 36 because then I'm not going to stress as much. So I know I can get at least 3 in a week because now schools are back. I'm working. Weekends are now involved me taxiing 3 different rugby teams. Well, not teams, 3 kids to different rugby teams. And a husband who works shifts. So I thought, right, no, I'll make it that I'm not going to really stress out because that's when I'll just go, I'll sort it. So it's easy-ish.
Consistency over perfection.
Yeah.
I know a couple of members that did that for the last one, and they got really from what they posted on Insta, that they had really good results doing that. Just that consistency, not necessarily focusing on a weight or a weight to lift or inches lost. It's just consistency of banging those workouts out.
Yeah, but I did the 3 workouts along with my steps last time. I mean, I did 1.43 million steps in 12 weeks, and every week I did 3 workouts in the garage or in the back garden. And I thought, right, but I don't work in the summer, so I had 8 weeks of just being mindful and knowing what I was doing, and I got my million steps in 8 weeks. So I knew this time that I had to work around everything. But I want to sort of focus more on my calorie deficit as well. So I'm hoping that I can, with the 3 workouts, it'll help.
Yeah, well, I know that you were helping somebody else who's not here tonight, but he will be back, Rob. Help him pick his challenge goal. And I think he's picked 36 as his challenge goal. We've got some other people that are missing. Chris. He did a workout one for the last challenge along with his steps. So there's some other people to join it, some weeks, and not everybody might be here every week, but we'll do our best for everybody to turn up. But what we're going to do now is we're going to finish on Facebook Live. We'll wrap up on everything else. So if you want to listen to the rest of it, you'll have to come and listen to the rest of the podcast.
Cheeky.
But thank you.
Nicely done.
And before we jump off of Facebook Live, my brother's watching, and Gav, you've got 42 minutes. I think that's 47 minutes to sign up for the challenge. You're not part of the JSA yet, but you've got. I don't need to challenge my dad. He did 1 million steps every 4 weeks. But Gav, you're letting the family down. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching live, and we'll speak to you next week.
Bye, Gav.
You just missed it.
I missed him.
But yeah, so we are still recording. But that sounds like a real mix of challenge goals, and I'm really looking forward to hearing every week. Just for our listeners, we have agreed that we'll probably do our updates, and as long as we've got time, we'll tackle a subject that's health related, in the news, fitness related, and have a bit of a debate around that. We're not going to do that this week because it's just the first introduction, and but I think everybody who's joined for the first time, anybody who's been in the group discussion for the first time, it's worked really well, and I think everybody kept it really timely, and hopefully we've brought you a nice short episode. So sent to all the new guys and all the guests before we joined that we want to see. Season 1 is like your movies, and this season 2 is like your TV shows. So we want you to check in every week. I do want you to share it. Do want to tell you all your friends about it. Follow us. Let's see if this team of people can get more listeners than the last one. So so we were getting about 100 listeners a week, which is good numbers. That puts us in the top 50% of all podcasts. So we want to be in the top 25% this time. So if everybody listening, please tag us in your stories. Please share us on Facebook. And in the words of James Smith, if you haven't hit like. If you haven't hit share. So this is not a charity. So, so thank you to everybody for listening, and we will speak to you all next week.